Keithy, buddy, what's going on, pal?
What is going on, Ryan? How are you?
Good. Are you ready to preview John Cena versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship?
You cannot see me. I think you can, though. Yes, I am. Absolutely. I am pumped and jacked. And the great words, the immortal words of Pete Carroll, I am pumped and jacked for this.
All right, excellent. Now, would it take a North Shore guy as yourself? Oh, yeah, you're North Shore-ish.
Oh, sure.
There was no one better to get Cena than you from being, what are you, 15 minutes away from Cena? 20 minutes?
About that, yes.
Yeah.
Close enough that if I wanted to, I could probably egg his father's house. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure his father will be out there selling promos if you go that close. You know, hey, you need an 8x10, you need whatever. Johnny Fabulous is after it, right? So, so we'll have to take a field trip, and that could be our next video.
Absolutely. But having historically not always loved John Cena until later in his career, this is kind of a redemption arc for me because I actually thoroughly enjoy John Cena's work. The older he got, the more he looked like Ernest from Ernest Goes to Camp and Ernest Goes to, the more that he looked like Jim Varney, the more I love John Cena. So
yeah, I share the same sentiment. Around 2007, 8, 9, my mark ass was just like, what are we doing with our life? 2011, I had enough.
Yeah.
But
yes,
you grow old with them, and here we are. We appreciate them. So
yeah,
some could say the same sentiment with his opponent here, but let's kind of delve into what got us here, buddy.
Alrighty.
A June 2022 episode of Raw, Cena returned for his 20th anniversary on the main roster debut. Cena, in Theory, would have a backstage segment where Cena didn't talk at all. Theory just put himself over the whole time, calling Cena out of touch and a grown-ass man wearing jorts. Cena returns again on the March 6th Raw in Boston. An emotional Cena ran to the ring as he took in the cheers from the Boston faithful. Without saying a word, he was interrupted by Theory, who wanted a match at WrestleMania. In a story in script, he buried Theories, calling him a Cena clone, overhyped, heartless, they pumping crowd noises, and overall boring. Then says, it lose-lose proposition for Theory. If Cena accepts his match offer, once he loses, then he proves everything John Cena said is true. And if he beats Cena, well then, John, he has to live up to the hype. Keithy, is Austin Theory ready for this big spot? 25-year-old Austin Theory, remind you.
I mean, I think when it comes to Austin Theory, I feel like he needed a big spot in this case. I'm a little interested or concerned that Cena's trying to put himself as like the Undertaker, and this is like a streak. I mean, John Cena's WrestleMania record is not the Undertaker's record. I think he's 10-5 in his WrestleMania appearances. Then again, Austin Theory is 0-1, so this will be, this will be 0-2. Yep, that's right. So this will be looking for his first win, his first WrestleMania win. I mean, I would say the Vegas odds are that Austin Theory is going to win because I can't see John Cena winning and winning the U.S. title. However, I will say I wouldn't put it past John Cena to bury him, beat him, and then immediately come out and be like, all right, here you go. I'm all done. I don't need this anymore. I don't need this prop or something like that. Do I think Austin Theory will win? I think he will. I think he should. And I think he can live up to the hype.
Okay. All right, so let's go down the other road real quick. Hypothetically, let's say Cena wins, right? How long does he hold that belt, and who beats him?
So it could be one of two things. It could be like he comes out the following night on Raw, gives up the title, or loses it quickly or something like that. Or he holds on to it for a little while and just kind of makes sporadic appearances. I can't see that happening because I think the way that they're going, they want to try to promote. I mean, Austin Theory and Gunther have done a great job elevating those two secondary titles. So I think that if John Cena wins, I think it's a great opportunity to give it to somebody who should be like an up and coming guy. I know like everybody's really high on Montez Ford. I could see something with like the Street Profits happening where, they come out to celebrate and Cena has an open challenge, something like that. Or it could just very well be, it could be anybody. It could be, an Xavier Woods. It could be maybe a returning Biggie Langston if he's healthy enough to come out. But I think that if Cena wins, it's not going to last very long. I would be very surprised if he goes more than one television show, maybe even one pay-per-view Backlash, just because he can be promoted for, he can help promote Backlash, but I highly doubt it.
I agree. Same sentiment. Night after WrestleMania, have a big moment, maybe a debuting Bron Breakker, a debuting Carmelo Hayes, the loser there. Maybe even like a debuting Jay White from New Japan or something.
Yeah. So, yeah. You could even throw something like Cameron Grimes. Yeah. I mean, they were high on Cameron Grimes, and why not?
Something like that where I could see John Cena putting someone over for the future, set him on the right path, and just maybe in the future we'll revisit this. Sure. But either way, win or lose, I think Theory's fine. He's shown he's been able to come back from adversity with the Money in the Bank loss. They've done a good job getting him back on his feet there. So either say win or lose, what are the chances that he's in the actual main event for WrestleMania night 1 or 2 next year?
Oh, I think highly likely. I think, I mean, he almost seems like he could be tailor-made for maybe Cody Rhodes if Cody actually wins and defeats Roman Reigns. And that would be, obviously, I think that, the first couple of months or whatever of Cody's reign, if Cody wins, it's going to be fighting the bloodline again and all that kind of stuff. But I think Austin Theory is tailor-made for that next bump. He has the it factor. He has the X factor. He's got everything that's there. He's good on the mic. He's, got a pretty good wrestling set. He looks good. He's got a, killer name, you can't beat having the name Austin, and I kind of like that he's gone away from his original, like, Mr. McMahon gimmick with the, I like that.
Introduction, though. Yeah,
it was a good introduction. It screamed to me though, like Drew McIntyre at the beginning there, and I was like, ugh. But no, I mean, I think that he's ready to get bumped up, absolutely, and he could probably be. He could be the main event next year. I mean, I think they're at the precipice really of a huge turn where they got to move away from Roman Reigns. I mean, he's been in the spotlight for so long. You got Cody Rhodes there, who's really the last hope, so to speak, to really of who's going to be the logical person to take on Reigns and beat him. And if not, I mean, they might be stuck. I mean, but you could always see. You could see a Theory face turn. It's possible. I mean, he could have that tweener kind of attitude and then just everybody, very much like The Rock was, where it was like The Rock never really officially became a face. He just stopped wrestling heels, and that's kind of how it happened. Yeah. So I could see that, but I think Theory's ready.
Yeah, I think he's right. And for 25 years old, next year I'd be at 26.
Sure. Hey, 26 is the age that every baseball player has their best year. Just so you know.
I could see them wanted to go with him. Just he could be like a pillar for their new generation.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. So there's 3 questions I ask everyone. The first one being, what night do you see this match on the card and where on the card? Low card, medium card, or any other main event?
I feel like this opens night 2.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good call. I agree with that sentiment. All right. Will it live up to the hype? And what is your expectations for the match?
It's Big Match John, to quote JBL. I think that Cena is very capable of putting together a match. I mean, I hesitantly watched the Rock Cena 1 and Rock Cena 2, just knowing because you had to almost. And I'll tell you, Rock, you could tell, was blown up 30 seconds into both matches, and Cena carried him. I mean, I don't want to say Cena is like a Shawn Michaels level of guy that can carry somebody or Bret Hart or whatever, but he's very capable of putting on like a 4-star, if you want to go stars, 4-star, 3.5-star kind of match with a guy. And I think Austin Theory is he actually looked great against Pat McAfee last year. I don't think he was, terrible at all. I think that, and that's a guy that's barely been wrestling, Yeah,
he was trusted as for a quote unquote rookie to go out there and carry the majority of the match, and he did. They went 10 minutes and they had 3 3/4 star.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. I mean, I think it was very doable, and I think that he's got it, and he can. I mean, he's not working with. He's not working with a 75-year-old Iron Sheik. He's working with John Cena. So I think that Cena's going to perform. Cena loves this shit. This is like his bread and butter, especially at WrestleMania. Like he's back at Mania. He's going to be there. He's going to do the show, and he's going to do the job.
Excellent. All right. Last question. Who's winning?
My gut tells me Austin Theory, but I wouldn't hate to see John Cena. I'm going to go with Austin Theory. I'm going to go with Austin Theory.
I'm going with Theory, but I kind of wouldn't hate Cena just for the what if.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
I think Theory's fine regardless. You know, he's
I just hope it's a legit like pinfall, like, or at least legit pinfall. Like if it's a pinfall with shenanigans, that's fine. But I don't want a DQ. I don't want like any kind of a schmoz. I don't want like a count out. None of that bullshit. Like just he's got to pin John Cena 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. I don't care if there's like, I don't care if everybody comes in. You know, like I don't know who the new villain is, and isn't the new villain Jason Momoa in the new Fast movies? I don't care if Jason Momoa comes down and beats up John Cena to sell tickets to go see Fast 10. But, you know, somebody's got to beat John Cena and then Theory pins him.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting out of here. What do you got to plug?
You can hear me always on GFA Live with PD every week. And then I'm all over the North-South Connection and doing Chronoso Monthly and the Multiverse of Fabulousness. And then also over on the PTB, the Pop feed, I do the Pop Video Jukebox Song of the Day, Making Mount Rushmore. So you can check me out on Flounder824 on Twitter. And that's usually where I post all my new stuff. All right, and of course, at every chaotic show, you will see me there. So,
Booker of the Year. If you know, you know, right?
That's right.
All right, Keithy. See you later, buddy.
See you later, pal.